India is the largest democracy in the world with a population of about 1.2 billion. India also has one of the largest economies in the world. Indian culture is very diverse as well, as seen in the 18 official languages adopted by the country. Since 1991, India has been opening its economy and letting Western ways in. The booming economy is leading Indians to embrace Western fast foods. In fact, fast food consumption in India is growing by an incredible 40% per year. Because of India's huge population, a number of Western chains are trying to cash in on this profitable market. In this documentary, I will show you how much the Indian economy has changed over time and how this change has influenced Indians' views on Western fast food. As you will see, Indians appreciate new experiences in eating, but companies still have to adapt to Indian beliefs and values about food. These companies appear to be up to the challenge. In all countries, people's ability to eat out is associated with greater income and economic growth. With the gross domestic product for 2007 estimated at $2.97 trillion in purchasing power parity, according to the World Factbook, India now has the fourth largest economy in the world. This translates into per capita GDP of $2,700. By the year 2020, this figure is expected to exceed $5,653 per person. As a result, the number of individuals who constitute the middle class may already number in excess of 350 million and may form half the population by the year 2040. The most recent estimate of real GDP growth is also very high at 8.5% per year, and this follows many years of similarly high growth rates in the past decade. As a result, there is more money in consumers' pockets to eat out and consume fast foods. Fast food is also more of an urban phenomenon. A breakdown of India's GDP by sector in 2007 is 16.8% in agriculture, 28.4% in industry, and 55% in services. Unlike the past, India's economy is now geared toward industry and services, which are located in the cities. Likewise, Indian cities have been rapidly growing. Clearly, more and more Indians have found resources to consume fast food outside their homes. Mass media has also helped expose Indians to new fast food choices. The people most influenced by the media are the young people. In fact, the median age of the population is under 25 years, and a group that is more likely to be open to non-traditional fast foods. I spoke to an 11th grade student about her thoughts about Western fast food.
Now, since the Western culture has started coming into India, we have different things. You've got pizzas, and you've got burgers, and you've got outlets like Pizza Hut, McDonald's, and all coming in. People like going there, but a lot of Indian foods, or you could even say that stuff like pizzas have been Indianized, and you have stuff like you got paneer in pizzas, and if you try out, there are different varieties actually.
Do you see more people turning towards fast food in India rather than like going to McDonald's rather than your traditional Indian fast food places?
A lot of people do go to McDonald's and continental stuff because the youngsters, teenagers basically, it's like the favorite hangout when they go out with friends, and they prefer doing that because it's considered cool and in. But even a lot of families like going there with their little kids because it's really like it. And Indian food, people at home in India normally eat the normal Indian traditional food. So when they go out, they normally like a change so that it's not really okay. If they go out to an Indian restaurant, there's probably just a change in the atmosphere, and the difference is they're not eating at home, but they're kind of eating the same food because the menu is more or less the same. But if they try something that's different, for example, pasta or pizza or burgers or whatever it may be. So they find a change and they like doing that.
A teacher told me that Western fast food has brought new variety in taste.
Well, I like traditional food, but Western food or any other food, I don't mind to taste also, because variety is always good. Hmm? Change is always good. Variety is always nice. People either prefer to eat Indian food in all over the world. Similarly, sometimes people want a change in India also. They want to taste Western food also.
Over here, have you seen a change in the culture over here?
No, it's not the change of the culture. It's the change of the taste. Means people are traveling all over the world these days. Once they have gone somewhere in other country, they have tasted something different. If they find it in India also, they would like to taste it also. And I think that even the other countries also should become open-minded to accept other foods also. If something is good and nutritious, we should accept it, whether it is from India or it is from US.
Right. Several US and European fast food firms have recently opened their doors in India, giving Indians many options. They include well-known brands like McDonald's, Pizza Hut, Subway, KFC, and Wimpy's. These multinational fast food chains are very visible, with not just one but several restaurants in all the important locations. They also spend a large amounts of time in advertising. In this country, there are more than 125 McDonald's, 140 Pizza Huts, and 114 Subways. The numbers of Western fast food restaurants is growing rapidly. In short, large numbers of Indian consumers are increasingly looking at fast food as an affordable alternative choice, and they are enjoying the experience. What kinds of Western food do you like to eat, like at McDonald's?
Burger is quite nice. Pizza is also there
Okay.
with Coke and all that. That's quite crispy and enjoyable. That's all.
Even so, it's not that easy to penetrate this market. The Indian market has some very unique qualities to it, which makes many Indians reluctant to try fast food. Indian culture is the first barrier to the growth of fast foods in general, and to the Western fast food in particular. Traditional Indian food habits have two main features. One, Indians buy fresh produce every day and cook just for that day. In contrast, fast foods are highly processed and not very organic, so they tend not to have the tastes that Indians prefer for everyday food. Even traditional Indian fast foods tend to be less processed than Western ones. Peshawar, in traditional Indian fast food restaurants, currently now many are turning to the Western fast food industry like McDonald's to get fast food here in India. As you can tell, people still continue to come to Peshawar. However, it is not as common as it was before.
मिक्स पकौड़े है गए ची पनीर पकौड़े गुलाब जामुन है गाजर दा हलवा है हाँ जी बर्फी है कलाकंद है ये चीज़ साड़ी जड़ी हैगी आम चीज़ें है.
Fast food producers have tried to overcome this by their usual line of attack, adding salt and fat. The other major challenge to Western fast food restaurants in India is that nearly 80% of Indians are Hindus, and the vast proportion of Hindus are vegetarians. The cow is considered sacred, and almost all Hindus avoid eating beef. This means the popular Western fast foods, like the Big Mac, are not an option for the menu. A third issue is that Indians like really spicy food, which is not typical fast food fare in the West. To satisfy Indian tastes and religious practices, Western fast food restaurants have become quite creative. They contain many vegetarian products. For example, McDonald's has 3 different vegetarian burgers on its menu: McVeggie Burger, McAloo Burger, and Vegetarian Surprise Burger. Similarly, Pizza Hut has many different vegetarian toppings. For example, hot red peppers and bell peppers are among popular toppings. When it comes to meats, chicken and lamb have replaced beef. Since India is a multicultural, multiple religion country, there are many non-vegetarians too. There is a sizable population of Muslims, Christians, and Sikhs. In fact, with 20% of the population as non-Hindus, there are hundreds of millions of non-vegetarians. Fast foods cannot ignore this market, but to not alienate Hindus, they cannot even carry beef products that they sell in other parts of the world. Western fast foods have also run into other problems in India. A farmers' leader, Mr. Nandu Swami, has charged that Western fast food is overly processed and not sufficiently nutritive for the poor people of India. In particular, he charged that KFC uses too much MSG to enhance the taste of their chicken. MSG has been linked to obesity and breathing problems. One gentleman said the following.
Indian food is very good. The Western food is a difficulty. The mix of qualities is not better. But India is better. Originals foods is very nice of the Indian foods. Very Indian streets very nice. But also is problem of the Western music. The meats, chickens is difficulty. But also old is chickens, old is cows is a difficult. Although is the demand of the country in the India's best supply of the food of Western is India's food is very good. All countries, all the West is the public man of the Indian food is like. Its chicken is good, but its chicken foods nice, very nice.
The more serious protests against Western fast foods come from the lobby for better treatment of animals. For a country with so many vegetarians, you can imagine why this is such a serious problem. People for Ethical Treatment of Animals, PETA, has been very vocal about the conditions for chickens used by KFC and for other animals for other restaurants. In fact, Indian celebrities such as sitar player Ravi Shankar have joined these protests so that the problems are now highly publicized. Bollywood actresses such as Raveena Tandon and famous cricket players like Anil Kumbal are also supporting a movement against eating meat. Finally, because of its colonial history, there are many Indians who view multinational firms negatively. They have joined hands with worldwide movement against globalization. Western fast food outlets are seen as the visible arm of large world corporations that are trying to make a buck by selling low-quality food. Western fast food corporations have managed to sustain these criticisms very well. They have used their legal systems to maintain their rights to run their existing businesses and to open new ones. They have improved conditions in which their suppliers grow chicken and other animals. They have also tried to integrate with their communities by sponsoring school events, charity for the poor, and educate consumers about their products. For example, they have tried to show that so far there is no established link between MSG and any health problems. The companies have done quite well so far. Indians told me that they like to change Western fast food offers. They have the money and they want to try new things. Fast food has become a barometer of culture change in India.